All right, and news for the run. Let's get into it, man. So starting off with some college football, crazy things going on right now. UNLV quarterback Matthew Sluka is leaving the school over claims of an unfulfilled NIL deal. However, allegedly, the deal was negotiated for Sluka to receive $100,000 to play this season at UNLV, but the school only gave him $10,000. So a lot of controversy has been going on. They've been trying to figure out what went wrong. Reporters have talked to the kid's dad, Bob Sluka, and he said the head coach Barry Odom told him the offer wasn't valid because it didn't come from the head coach, Barry Odom. And however, things continue to advance. So now they're figuring this thing out. UNLV, as a staff, released a statement about this situation because it's gotten public. It's began to draw so much attention. Their statement says, Matthew Sluka's representatives made financial demands among the university and its NIL collective in order to continue playing. UNLV Athletics interpreted these demands as a violation of the NCAA pay-for-play rules, as well as Nevada state law. This is a wild breakdown because, truthfully be told, bro, I don't really know exactly what that means, telling them, oh, it's a violation of the pay-to-play rules. I know it's just wrong to tell a guy he's getting $100,000 and you only play him 10. But for Matthew Sluka's case at UNLV, it does kind of work out for him because he's going to redshirt. It's not too late for him in the season to not play. He can redshirt. He can attain his last year as a senior, and then he can transfer to another school and continue to live out his dream of playing college football, possibly going to the NFL. So that's your drama for today in that college football area. But we're not done yet because there was some crazy game day scores, man. Alabama versus Georgia was a showdown. That was a crazy game in Tuscaloosa. 41-34, Alabama ended up defeating Georgia, but we did see a crazy comeback in the second half. Georgia scored 27 points, and they ended up losing. They fell short, but they did make it entertaining to watch. Definitely had me and the rest of the Bama fans scared over here. So great game. And now the cool thing about it is Bama is ranked number 1. So, hey, roll tide. Anyway, Miami survived Virginia Tech in a close matchup over the weekend. The U, they won 38-34. And this game was almost the other way around. There was a Hail Mary that was ruled incomplete that would have favored Virginia Tech, but they ended up calling it incomplete. And it was an actual incomplete pass when you watch the replay. You see he didn't have possession of it when he came down and actually hit the ground. So it was the right call, but a lot of people were upset about this because some people want to see Miami win, some people want to see Miami fall. Anyway, Colorado, they defeated Central Florida 48-21. Notre Dame, they defeated Louisville 31-24. Texas smacked up Mississippi State 35-13. And now the new rankings for the top 5 in college football proceeds as number 1, Alabama, number 2, Texas, number 3, Ohio State, number 4, Tennessee, and Georgia dropped 3 spaces down to number 5. So it's going to be some crazy matchups next week as well. We'll talk about that later on in the week, probably give some predictions as well. But let's go to the NFL scores. Tonight, we got a couple good matchups between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. They will be battling it out against each other. And also, we'll see the Miami Dolphins take on the Tennessee Titans tonight in prime time. But let's finish off week 3 here because there was a lot of good, or week 4, I'm sorry. There was a lot of good games that, a lot of people want to hear the recap on. My team ended up being successful, but maybe yours did too. Anyway, starting with the Thursday night football, the Dallas Cowboys smacked up the Giants 20-15. It was kind of a boring game, but hey, how about those Cowboys? I guess. I'm not even going to give them an applaud for that. The Bears ended up extending that win streak at home. They're now 7 straight games in winning at home at Soldier Field after they beat the Rams 24-18. The Vikings, they beat the Packers 31-29. The Colts fell short, or the Colts actually beat the Steelers 27-24. Jets and the Broncos had a boring game. No one could really get the score up, but Broncos ended up winning 10-9. Eagles fell short to the Buccaneers. They got smacked. The Buccaneers won that 33-16, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Other than that, you've seen the Texans and the Jaguars. Texans won that game. Commanders, they beat the Cardinals. 49ers, they beat the Patriots. The Browns fell short to the Raiders. Chiefs over the Chargers. And then the Ravens beat the Bills yesterday in prime time.